Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself and create the life that you truly want to live. This is today's tarot. It's for all signs and it's for Thursday, the 9th of January 2025. I hope you're doing well. Let's see what's in the energies today. Hope you did okay yesterday with the lies and all kind of manipulation that was going on that came out. Let's see what we've got today. The golden moment, perfect time for something, foxfire again, so that fiery, passionate energy coming out again today. But the golden moment, perfect timing for something. So perhaps just something, perhaps you needed to see a side of someone that's around you to nip it in the bud. You know, the universe, it brings these things up for us. Like, are you sure that you really want to be in this situation? The truth will out in the end, right? The truth does come out about people, and we can be naive. We can go through life very naively often, and then when the universe brings it up, brings out the truth, then that's when we're ready to deal with it. It generally happens when we're ready to deal with it, right? Vulnerability. Could be feeling vulnerable. It's perfect timing though. I mean, we're never given anything that's too much for us. I mean, and we do get a lot of challenges in life, but still, you might have had the experience where things are held back from you, you know, until you are ready to deal with them. Some things that are just too horrific, perhaps, to deal with at the time. We can have repressed memories when it's the case, when that's the case, or you know, just levels of healing we get to when we've done some baseline healing and we're ready for that next level. It can be just that too. So voyage, set sail on a new course. And if we're talking about people revealing a side of them that isn't okay with you too, it could be that that person was just a match to you for some reason, you know, for a positive reason. But you know, people aren't perfect, right? And so there could be a match to you previously, but now it's time for them to leave your life. It could be that because they're not a match to where you're going, you know. Very well could be that. I mean, we do have the energies at the moment, especially coming up to this full moon that's on the 14th, that there's a possibility now, like the big shift in 2012 that we had, a chance to go into a new dimension. And we've got it coming up again now for a lot of people. And so you might have been feeling that too. And what I mean by that, going into a new dimension. So time doesn't exist, right? So every lifetime that we live is running in parallel universes at the same time, different dimensions. And so when we make a big decision in our lives and we are living in alignment with that new decision, and we believe in ourselves and we feel a certain way, we go to another dimension where what we've been asking for and the manifestations are already there, right? So you've heard about manifestation, that it already is. It's because it already is in another dimension, and our consciousness, the consciousness that you're in right now, in the dimension that you're in right now, that your consciousness can move over to that other dimension, leaving the old you behind to continue the circumstances that you're in, right? So there's many dimensions that we can move to. And so, yeah, there is the chance of a movement here into another dimension. And this is why it's a final letting go. So you're not manifesting something into this dimension. And it's always a final letting go that you do that trips you into that next dimension. And then when you're in that next dimension, a lot of things will manifest at the same time because it's already true in that dimension, right? But the one that you're currently in is fairly unchangeable. You can manifest things in the dimension that you're in without shifting to another dimension. But when you've been asking for great change, and a lot of people are at the moment asking for great change, this is why it's building this year to a major, or what I mean by major dimension shift is a lot of people shifting to another dimension that's kind of ripe and ready with all the asking that a lot of us has been doing, right? It comes to a tipping point where a lot of people will want to shift to a new dimension with different things in it. So I hope that makes sense. If you want any more information on that, get yourself a reading with me and I'll see if that applies to you, or you could get a breakthrough coaching session with me as well. We've got the devil here. So the devil energy. Now, as I said, moving into another dimension, there's a final letting go to do, to shift. And then we've got the devil energy coming up. We know when we're ready to shift to a new dimension because we've been asking for a lot of things and they haven't been manifesting, and we have been in alignment. We've been in alignment the whole time to the new way of being, the new that new thing that we want, or new things that we want, new lifestyle that we want, whatever it is. And then the things show up both in you and in other people that aren't in alignment with that. And then you get to this point where you're like, I'm just so over it. I've had enough of this. That's when it's time to move, right? And then you do a big letting go, and then ping, you're in the new dimension, and then everything manifests at once. And we've got a lot of evidence that this is true. You're not in the same dimension as you were when you were born. And maybe you've been in a few. I've been in 4 dimensions since I've been here. In this lifetime, I mean. With my concept of time from my birth to this age, 53 now. 4 dimensions. And you know that you're in a new dimension with a lot of new people. When we all kind of look back and go, history, I didn't remember it like that. I thought that company was called this, and it's not. It's called something different. And everyone says, yeah, I remember it the way you remember it too, right? There's slight differences between the dimensions because there's differences. We're not massively different in ourselves in those different dimensions, but there are differences, and so there will be differences in history, and so that's evidence of different dimensions. We've got death and rebirth. This is major change. Death and rebirth. That is the card of shifting into a new dimension. 6 of Cups, the past. 9 of Pentacles, single and independent. Some of the dimensions as well. You're single and independent, and then some of you, you've got your partners in another dimension. The Devil. So yeah, if you have been confused about manifestation, that is the reason to believe that it's already manifest, but it's in a different dimension. The Devil and the 10 of Materials, building something. So there's fears around building something for the long term, or someone has some negative energy around that, perhaps trying to pull it away from you or trying to get what you've built from you. It could just be fears around that though. Fears that you can't build something for yourself, the feminine energy receiving it. So you might have been building something with somebody, but their negative energy has started coming out now, and now you're realizing that you can't receive it from them. Your part in it from them. Could be talking about divorce and things being split up from a divorce. We could be talking about business partnership kind of going in separate directions, something like that. Death and rebirth. It's a major change, and it's about your success too. So heading into a more successful realm, perhaps. Okay. There's teaching behind that. So you've learned on past, present, and future. I'll talk about another card about that too. Past, present, and future. 3 birds on top of each other there. You know, if you think about it, the dimension that you were born into, your childhood circumstances, that version of you that didn't heal, that didn't break through, they're still living that paradigm. Poor thing. See, it's all happening at once. Our future selves too. Future lifetimes, all happening at once. Hard for us to get our head around because we really believe in this reality that we've got in time. It seems very real, doesn't it? 6 of Cups, but here's the past energy. What about the past energy? The 6 of Voices, universe helping you out. So the universe always shows us the way. It always shows us the way. And so trust in that. Look back in the past and see that the universe always shows you the way forward. It's always leading us, right? Always leading every version of ourselves in all of the dimensions to where we want to shift to. So what's behind that is changes and duality. So the changes in your life and the duality is when it's the contradictions, it's the things that we don't like, right? I see a lot of people putting a lot of intentions now toward a new reality, toward a new dimension, right? The things that we want in that dimension. And it's exciting. It's very exciting. We've got health, and we've got a new exciting version, I guess, of money, and of caring for each other and caring for the planet. And there's all kinds of things in that new dimension that I'm going to anyway. Are you coming? Nine of Pentacles, single independent. Certainly the paradigm I'm in right now is my single and independent paradigm, for sure. The world. But end of a chapter, start of a new chapter. It's time. It's time. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of changes as we all do this year. What's behind that is honoring your energy and psychic development. And perhaps this is why I'm telling you this stuff now. It's time. You're ready. You're ready to understand this a little bit better as well. I know I wrote a book about it back in 2011 called 2012 and Beyond, or something like that. I don't know, check it out. It's still on Amazon and available. It's worth reading that. But I do have a much deeper understanding of these dimension shifts now. Perhaps I should write another book about it. 2025 and beyond. 2012 was a time of a lot of us shifting into a new dimension, and we did. Okay. What about our love lives for those of you interested? We've got playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun. Remember, love is the greatest healer. What else? Push through any insecurity. So insecurities could be coming up, but push through them. You know, we can feel the insecurities and soothe ourselves. Okay, we have freedom and family. So you could be breaking free of familial patterns or familial, patterns. It's definitely patterns that I'm getting. Echoes from the past is what I just heard. Play and risk. Again, that play, take the risk. It's okay. Push through any insecurity. So if you're doubting yourself in your love life or what it is that you want, don't do that. Remember, those things that you have wished for, they are already true. You've already got them. It's already manifest in that other dimension. And so you're choosing to live in alignment. It's one of the reasons, I'll let you in on something. This is one of the reasons that I won't play along with the whole short-term focus thing. And, you know, the whole thing that could work for me if I did it in this dimension for YouTube and social media and all of that kind of thing. The garbage that you have to do, which isn't good for people, I refuse to do that. Why? Because I need to be in alignment, because I'm heading to the place where that isn't the case, right? And so this is why we need to be in alignment with ourselves and living as if we are living out in that new dimension with those new things, and being really true to ourselves like that, not caving in and going, oh, well, everyone else is doing it, so I'll do it just for the money or whatever. It's like, no, you've got to be true to yourself and keep on being true to yourself. And that's when you'll go over to that new dimension. So just a little bit of information there. For when people say, why don't you just do this? Why don't you just do that? Because that'll work. It's like, but it doesn't work on a spiritual level. That's the thing. It might seem like it works on this human level, but not for where I'm going. Casket. Someone's going out of your life, or the end of a situation. A whale. Great worry over nothing. We've got a box. You will receive a gift. We've got a turkey. Someone's behaving stupidly. We've got a carrot. An opportunity or windfall. And we've got a tree, affairs with your family. There is something coming up, echoes of family stuff coming up. And you can't take anyone with you into these new dimensions either as well. So that's why there's often a letting go to happen. You can't drag other people with you. And it's best not to hold yourself back for other people either. There'll be another version of them in there. Don't worry. Okay, well, think of a yes or no answer question. I have a red and green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for our answer, but it's just a bit of fun. This is a general reading, not a personal reading. If you do want a personal reading, you're very welcome to book yourself in on my website, behealing.com. I do get my readings out within 24 hours. Book yourself in. There's a link in the description box below and also up there too. How best to deal with these energies today? Well, we have the Ace of Pentacles, planting a seed for something new. I mean, this is the manifestation card, right? You plant a seed. Planting a seed is about in your mind, you know, you dreaming something up. It's like, how do you want to live? What kind of a world do you want to live in? And really dream that up now and claim that for yourself. Stop looking at this dimension that you're in because you're headed out of this one. Leave all those things behind. You can turn away from it now. Just keep on being true and live as if you're already in that new dimension. Okay. Plant that seed, says the Ace of Pentacles, for the long term. Think of a yes or no answer question there. Your answer is yes. Go for it. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave me a comment as well. I do love hearing from you. And consider clicking that join button down there to support me and my channel. You get invited along to members only live shows as well, where I give readings in there. We'll have the best day ever, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.